إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد إن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بالذكر الحكيم. My brothers and sisters, to understand صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم, who are these people who have been blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there are many ways to understand it by looking at their examples, or first by identifying their groups, so that then it becomes even easier for us to decipher and distinguish that these are those definitely who are among the mun'imeen, who have been blessed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Nisa: أولئك الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has spoken the truth. These are the groups. They can be found among the prophets of Allah. They can be found among the truthful ones, Siddiqeen, the believers of the prophets of Allah. And you could find them among, and they are, inshallah, the martyrs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the righteous of the believers. My brothers and sisters, martyrs are a very special group of blessed people of Allah, that Allah has asked us to ask for that path every day in every salah. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم شهداء فيهم. Right? They are among them. You believe in that, correct? Inshallah. Allahumma ja'alna min hawla. This is something so noble and yet so confusing to the eyes of the world, the little bit of the philosophy of martyrdom. Mostly, when a martyrdom takes place, people consider that as a loss in the eyes of dunya. From the dunya standpoint, from the dunya standards, it's a loss. He died, he lost. We won, we're the victorious. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam got victory in Badr. So I'm going to change it now. In Islam, it's a different perspective. Islam doesn't look at things like that. No way. Just because somebody died, don't think that they're losers. They might be the victorious ones in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is what matters the most importantly. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah gave him victory in Badr. Angels came down from the heavens. They fought with the believers. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never went to visit Badr, where apparently we lost. Apparently terrible things happened to the believers. His own uncle's chest was open, liver was pulled out, and this woman that is known as Hind, Pakistanis call her name as Hinda. Hinda is not her name is Hind. She chewed, a'udhu billah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prevented her from doing this at a certain point, that she couldn't mutilate it further. But so many terrible things happened, apparently from the standards of dunya. And yet, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to visit Uhud very often. Almost to the point some scholars of Seerah say every year. Ulama of Sirah say every year. And he should say, he loves me and I love him. He didn't say that about Badr. This is Shahada, my brothers and sisters. Shuhada. They are so dear to Allah. And then the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who did not apparently get it, khayru khalqillah, the most beloved of Allah, the best of the creations of Allah, he is saying, I wish Allah gives me martyrdom. This is that drink, my brothers, that even the prophets and messengers of Allah want to have. This is a sharbat that they want to drink. It's not a doubtful matter. It's not a doubtful matter. It's very clear. To the eyes of dunya, in the eyes of those who don't understand, they might think, oh, it's a loss. But in Islam's eyes, or in reality, in the standards that are set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is so precious. It is so special that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, as is reported by Bukhari and many other muhaddithin, that wallahi, I wish to have martyrdom, that Allah gives it to me again, and He brings me back to life, and I get it again, and He brings me back to life, and I get martyred again, until 100 times I give my life for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is that drink, my brothers and sisters, that our dear Prophet, our beloved Habibuna, Imamuna wa Qudwatuna Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wished to have. And then he gave us a good news that if you wish to have this drink with sincerity of your heart, even if you didn't get it, even if you died on your bed, on your farsh, in your home, you will be raised as a shaheed. At least make a sincere wish to have martyrdom. It's a very special drink. Because these people, why, my brothers and sisters, these people have really sold their lives for Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اشْتَرَى مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَنفُسَهُمْ وَأَمْوَالَهُمْ بِأَنَّ لَهُمُ الْجَنَّةِ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَيُقْتَلُونَ وَيُقْتَلُونَ وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن ومن أوفى بعهده من الله فاستبشروا ببيعكم الذي بايعتم به وذلك هو الفوز العظيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them a great news of this bay'ah, this tijara, this transaction that they have made with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My brothers, no wonder why Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wished to have it. And an example today, without further ado, for all times, for the whole humanity to look at, is the example of no one but someone from his own household, Sibtul Rasul, Sayyidina Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Every day in our prayers we say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. He is one of the people that are included in Al. And my brothers and sisters, he is 3 times higher ranked, as the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah have agreed on this. It's not my opinion. Ulama of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah have agreed on this. 3 times higher than any other believer. 3 times higher rank. Number 1, Sahabi. He has the Sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number 2, another step higher, Ahlul Bayt. Number 3, another step higher, that among the Ahlul Bayt, he's one of those that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ha'ulai. 3 times higher. So yes, he's a Sahabi. When I'm talking about him, I'm talking about Sahaba also. So my brothers and sisters, very special shaheed, very special martyrdom, very special character. Even his name is very special, and today I will read it to you from one of the Imams, Sheikh. His name is, he's known as Al-Ghadiyya, but his complete name is Dr. Abdul Karim bin Ibrahim bin Muhammad Al-Ghadiyya Al-Madinatul Munawwara. Professor, scholar over there in the Kulliyya, in the university. Allahu Akbar. On page number 73, the book, this is a mu'jam, Ma yakhussu min Ali Bayt an-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about Prophet's family. He prepared a mu'jam. A lot of terminologies are explained. When their names come, both of the grandsons of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Prophet said, don't call them my grandsons, call them my sons. He says, حجب الله هذين الاسمين عن أن يسمى بها حتى سمى بها النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ابنيه عليهما السلام. عليهما السلام. And he said, these names, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had kept them in a hijab. He did not let anybody name these names other than Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he mentions that Hassan and Hasin, Hassan with sin sukun and Hasin mawjudan fi ansab, in the previous ansab of people is there. But Hassan and Husain is never to be found before this. This is how their status is. That even their names were never named before. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had reserved these names for them. Allahu Akbar. Probably many of you have never heard this before. Alhamdulillah, so now you know. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, brothers and sisters, said about Hassan and Husain, both of them, very, very similar and great virtues. But Husain, he said in a beautiful hadith, and Imam Albani, Shaykh Albani rahimahullah, he brought it here in Silsilatul Ahadith Sahihah. He made my job easy. May Allah have mercy on his soul and elevate his ranks in his grave. And this hadith was already sahih. Shaykh Albani's research was not needed, but unfortunately we have a disease like a cancer born in the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are reviving the madhab of Nasriyun that existed in that time of Banu Umayyah, who used to hate and dislike Prophet Muhammad's family. He used to dislike his family. They used to curse on this very minbar on the Ahlul Bayt of Rasulullah. We have those people are reviving in the Ummah again among us. It's a disease. They're called Nasriyun, and our Muhaddithin have made radd of them. And they have said that if you find someone who is a hater or who has bughd, who does not like Prophet's family, don't take hadith from him. I was once sitting with our brother in a classroom in our Arabic Nahw class, Jazakallah khair, and he quoted a hadith. I said, brother, I think this hadith is not sahih, let me check for you. So I went to our library, Silsilatul Hadith al-Da'ifa wal-Mawdu'a, and I picked it up. And one of the reasons that hadith is da'if is because Shaykh Albani rahimahullah said that كما قال المحدثون في السلف, in the previous times Muhaddithin said that this guy was a Nasibi. He used to curse the family of Rasulullah or discredit them or lower their status. These were their problems. They have some khawas. This is a disease that exists within us. Like a group of hypocrites that you cannot identify. Very dangerous. Prophet said they are munafiqeen. Man abghadana ahlul bayt fahuwa munafiq. Clear. They are hypocrites. And unfortunately, they are to be found within the group of Shaykh Albani. That is, a lot of them are found in his own group, in his own party. That is why Shaykh rahimahullah had to do this effort to put a lot of the ahadith of Ahlul Bayt, bring them here. Because he did not believe in what they believed, alhamdulillah. He was not a Nasri. Alhamdulillah. That's a sign of Iman. So that's why he brought these. Again, to confirm that, look at people, open your eyes. These are Sahih hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Husayn minni wa ana min Husayn. Husayn is from me and I am from Husayn. Alayhi salam. Like Ali Radiyya said. Peace be upon him. He said something very big here. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made a dua for you. أحب الله من أحب حسينا. May Allah love that person who loves Husayn. Now it is your job to love them the right way. To love Rasulullah's family and especially Imam al-Husayn the right way if you want Allah's love. Rasulullah is saying that. أخرجه البخاري في التاريخ والترمذي وابن ماجه وابن حبان والحاكم وأحمد and many others. And Imam al-Dhahabi and Muhaddithin of Islam have said this is hadith sahih. So, having said that, my brothers and sisters, his martyrdom, I don't have the time to go into the background, but I want to link his martyrdom with the question of Maghdubin al-Dhalin, where we left last time. If you remember his father's case, Sayyiduna Saad ibn Abi Waqqas, or Saad ibn Malik as his real name is, radiyallahu anhu, from the blessed 10 who are promised paradise. First one to shoot an arrow in defense of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yet his son gets appointed on this matter. Allah. This is, you saw the example, you have seen it in the Quran, like the case of Habil and Qabil, two sons of a prophet of Allah. Nothing is unheard. But this is very sad. That father was appointed to protect Allah's Rasul. He chose, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in his heart that he felt that he should go and protect. And he went and stood whole night for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And here comes this shaqi that Saad himself made dua, Sahih Muslim. He said, "Oh Allah, save me from the evil of my son." This son, he had many children, alhamdulillah, salihin, except this one. Except this one. Allahu Akbar. And Saad, my brothers and sisters, another thing that I didn't mention, he is a relative of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the mother's side. And from that relationship, Umer ibn Saad becomes actually khal, as we say, mamu of Imam Husain. Very closely related. When he reached near Kufa, camped in Karbala, army of 1,000 surrounded him, actually brought him on his way. They kept him away from the public, because that's another question people wondered, why people didn't know. That's why people didn't know that he was kept away from public. 72 people were kept away from public in the army of Hurr bin Yazid al-Rihai. And they basically led him to that area of wilderness. And he said that, and he did not hurt him. Hurr told him that I am appointed to keep you away from the valleys. I'm not going to let you go to Kufa, these are my orders. Here comes a problem that Muslims, Muslim state was touching 3 continents, my brothers. And an area, a famous area is called Dailam. One of the Imam of Hadith, has brought a hadith from, for us in the Sunan. His book is called Ad-Dailami. The famous name is, when we say Rawahu Dailami. From Dailam, that area, there was a treason committed. There was some rebellion by the, I don't know if it was Christians or which group, but some non-Muslims did that. There was a treason there. So this group of 3,000 to 4,000 soldiers was about to be dispatched in the leadership of this mujahid. Who was a mujahid by this time? أَحَسِبَ النَّاسَ أَن يُتْرَكُوا يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Test will come. Here comes his test. Amir of Kufa, Ibn Ziyad calls him. He says, cancel the Dailam mission, get me Husain's head. He said, don't put me on this. You know he's related to me. He's from my aqraba. He's from my Dawil Qurba. We are Ahl. Don't put me in this. Send somebody else. You have a lot of brave people in Kufa who will do it for you. Remember, Kufa was filled with 2 kinds of people. One were enemies of Ahlul Bayt and one were friends of Ahlul Bayt who followed Sayyidina Ali in his battles. 2 groups. And you can find readily whoever you want. He said, send anybody. You got a lot of brave people. Don't send me. He said, oh, it's you. I've chosen you. He said, okay, give me some time to think. Let me go home and think. He said, okay, I give you time. You have tonight. He goes home, counsels with his family. All family says, no, don't do this. Do not do this. And son of Mughira ibn Shu'bah radiallahu anhu, who is his nephew also in relation, inter family marriages. He said, uncle, wallahi, even if they chop you into pieces, do not go in this campaign to slaughter the son of Rasulullah. Don't go there. Let them do whatever they want to do. We know Ibn Ziyad is tyrant. We know he's a dictator. He was a very, very bad man, dictator. Sahaba used to tell him ahadith in their near deathbed. This is how wicked this guy was. They used to be scared of him. He used to insult Sahaba like nobody. The Abu Salih, the Takhrij book, brought this hadith. A Sahabi came to tell him that, Ya Bunayya, oh son, don't be oppressive to people. He said, shut up. This is how he used to talk to Sahaba. Oh, you are the khal, the husk of Sahaba. He says, wallahi, we didn't have that in our times. It's you. You are those wicked people. He said, if you are not old, I will take care of you. This is how bad Ibn Ziyad was. But the family told him, whatever he does to you, take it. Don't take it to Rasulullah's child. After the consultation, he thought for this all night, as Imam Ibn Kathir also narrates, and Tabari also confirms similar accounts. Wallahi, just like son of Adam for his brother, Habil and Qabil story. Habil killed Qabil. But he didn't do it instantaneously, little by little, Slowly, slowly, his soul, his nafs convinced him. Because Ibn Ziyad had promised him a reward also. He said, that area, which you wanted the governorship for that, you will get it after this mission. I'm canceling your appointment letter. You bring me Husain and then I'll give it to you. My brothers and sisters, you have to do tatbiq of these stories in our times also. Remove these names. Don't worry about shakhsiyat. Worry about Islam. You will see many characters like that. Somebody wants hukuma, somebody wants money, somebody wants power, somebody wants this, greed, or someone is afraid. For that, they won't be even hesitant to shoot at Kaaba. They have shot at masajid, destroyed the houses of Allah. For what? Either tama or khawf. It has happened again. Make tatbiq. Even today, you will find many faces like Ibn Ziyad, like Umer ibn Saad. They were originally very good people. They might be praying 5 times a day. They might be going to Kaaba for Hajj. But they are now standing with the ضالين. فَطَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ فَتَّاخِي. So next day he comes. He said, I'm ready. I'm ready. And my brothers, what is sad about this battle? This incident? The battles that mushrikeen fought, I don't have sadness over those because they fought it with their aqidah. They believed that they were on truth. Here the problem is these people, they knew that Rasulullah's child is on haqq. They knew that Yazid is an alcoholic man. He's a fasiq, fajir, khabis, la'een, wicked, baligh. These are the ulama of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah that they call him. No one had a good opinion about him. Wallahi, if you bring any riwayah that, he did this, he went to this ghazwa, lies. Lies and lies. Nasbiyun have done this to make madah on him. Ibn al-Jawzi, a muhaddith, had to write a book, a whole book, to make radd. Al-raddu ala al-muta'assib al-anid al-mani' fi al-mayzid. Ibn al-Jawzi, kibar al-muhaddithin fi Islam. This wicked man. So everybody knew that he's on haqq. People knew that he's on haqq. They used to pray behind him. But somebody is afraid or somebody wants dunya. This is what happens. Khawf and tama. This is where deen gets sacrificed. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه. الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. My brothers and sisters, you see how father and son are opposite to each other. Remember, like son of Nuh alayhi salam and Nuh alayhi salam. Where is Nuh and where is his son? One of the bad sons. Ibn Saad tried to play a double role. He went to Sayyidina Husain and said, "Now Husain, look, why do you put yourself in this? Go tell him that if he wants me to go back, I will leave this place. Don't put yourself in this. Go tell him." So he said, that's good. I could be good on both sides. I'll be good with Husain, I'll be good with, the other Yazid party. So he went to Ibn Ziyad, he said, look, he was stopped here. He's saying, I'll go back. No fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to put you guys in this trouble. Is he killing Muslim? He thought now things are going to be all set. Here comes another Shaqi, another Maghdubin and Bali, Shimr bin Dhul Jawshan. Famous character, son of a Sahabi. He comes into picture. He says, what are you doing? Finish him off here. Don't let him go back. And there's another riwayah where they say, he said, I will meet Yazid. This riwayah is not sahih. But even if it is sahih, it is even worse against them. It's even more bad against them, that they wanted to kill him. He said, we have orders. لَيْسَتْ فِيهِ رُخْصَةٌ. There's no rukhsah for him. This was the letter sent to Medina. Imam Ibn Kathir brought this in Al-Bidayah when they have volume 8, volume 9. Same thing. He said, no. Shimr said, finish him off here. He said, okay, Shimr, you go with him. Make sure he does the job. When they go back, it already reached the 7th day of Muharram. They said, now we're going to make things hard on these people. We're going to shut off their water. They cannot drink any water. They ran out of water. They were thirsty already for 2 days. Till the 9th day comes, then they decided that finally we're going to start to attack them. 72 people, women and children, old people, not an army. thousands. This is bravery. Even in the Arab today, if you tell someone this story, say very, very bad people, showing muscles to the weak. 72 people. So Imam Husain called him. He said, "Oh, Saad, why are you doing this? You know that area that you really want to lead and be a governor for? They will not give you nothing. They won't even give you wheat. Leave this place. Leave this place." He said, "I will eat Joe. I will eat barley. Don't worry. Don't worry about me." And he shot the first arrow and he showed Shimmer that, look, I shot the first arrow towards his tent. Tell Ibn Ziyad that I did my job. He didn't shoot anybody, but he shot the arrow. Allahu Akbar. Father shot the first arrow in defense of Islam. Son shooting the arrow towards the tents where Rasulullah's family is. And Amta alayhim, غير المغضوب عليهم. Every day you make that dua. Make that dua that may Allah never make us among maghdubin and dhalin. It can happen to anyone. Lastly, Imam said, "Give me a day. Just one tonight." And Umar said, "No, I cannot give you tonight. You might have a plan." Army people said that, "Look, if kuffar asked us for one night, we would have given them this mohla. Give them the mohla." And wallahi, the child of Rasulullah ﷺ was not asking time for himself. He was not scared or anything. He did a lot of wise things in one night, if you think about it. Number one, he put his people in a test and made himself bari, free of blame. Number two, he gave them a chance. He wasn't taking a chance for himself. Very simple. He told his people that, look, in the middle of the night, you all flee. They want me, they will not come to you. If I am here, they will not leave me alone. You disappear, that spread through the deserts. They will not come after you, at least all of you. Go spare yourself. And subhanAllah, they all made speeches. And next day, there were two groups in the tent. One was Sahaba and one other was Ahlul Bayt. Sahaba said, "We will fight first." Ahlul Bayt said, "We will fight first." Sahaba said, "We don't want to die after you. What if we lived and you died? What face we will take on the Day of Judgment? That we couldn't protect family of Rasulullah. Let us be the first." Allahu Akbar. Everybody wants martyrdom. Everybody wants to drink shahada. Debated. They passed the test. And on the other side, he gave them a chance to make tawbah, to come back, especially to the leaders. Umar ibn Saad, not Umar radiallahu anhu, Umar ibn Saad, Shimr al-Jawshan, and Hur, the man of 1,000. Out of 3, 1 made tawbah. He said, he left the army and he came to Sayyidina Husain. He says, "Is there a chance for me to make tawbah because I am the one who brought you here?" He said, "Yes, you have." Yet he knows it's certain death. But he said, "I know you are on haqq, they are on batil." Allahu Akbar. He came and he said, "Imam, since I am the one who surrounded you here, let me be the first." He drank the shahada drink first. He is one of the first martyrs of this martyr. Allahu Akbar. May Allah have mercy on his soul and elevate his ranks. May Allah forgive him. Imam made dua for him also. And then later, all the other shuhada died, and these ashqiya, they did not make tawbah. So he made it clear that night actually was not for him. It was for them. That let's see who makes tawbah. And let's see who is truly with me and who wants to run away. It became very clear. Imtihan and ibtila, both of them. Muhla. Imtihan, ibtila, muhla. Allah Akbar. With that one night. SubhanAllah, it could have only been done by someone like family of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I will stop here, inshallah. We will continue further in the third khutbah, inshallah, with other lessons and things that are concerning this Karbala haditha. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate the ranks of all the martyrs. We are with shuhada, at least I am. I am with those who have died for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Jibreel alayhi salam came to tell Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this is a shaheed. Another incident, Imam al-Bani brought this in Sahiha. I'm not going to quote the hadith right now, but you can check that he said an angel came that never came before me. Never came to me before this, to tell me that this son of yours will be a martyr. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his eyes flooded with tears. May Allah give us hubb of Rasul and his awlad and his family, inshallah. Allahumma arzuqna حب محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وحب آل محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Oh Allah, make us among those who truly love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a practical way, not just emotions, but also follow their uswa, their qudwa, their example, inshallah. Make us among those who do a true love, not just in names or, as you know, in emotions and all that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the hubbul haqiqi, inshallah. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم اغفر لجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات المسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات الذين شهدوا لك بالوحدانية وبالرسالة نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.